Alrighty. Today is Saturday, October 29th. It is currently 7:48 in the morning. I am approaching Petaluma after driving from Sea Ranch, California at around 2 a.m. My father, John Sylvester Thompson, passed on and went to be with the Lord. And on my drive home, I was able to watch the sunrise. And as I'm driving through Petaluma at this moment, there is a beautiful sunrise that is shining through all of the beautiful trees. I've just passed Fallon Road. I have been grieving my father this entire week. I broke down and cried, I believe, on a Tuesday or Wednesday. Sorry, the sunrise right now is so beautiful. It just looks like a big orange moon. And there is dense fog. And the fog intensifies in certain areas of the road, and then once you get to the point where you feel like you cannot see the other side, it clears up enough so where I can see where I am going. So I've been turning my high beams on and off, and right now it's somewhere in between. But this beautiful sunrise, like, it is so there. It is orange, and there is fog covering it, but the sun is shining through it. There are a few cars. Also, earlier on my journey, I encountered a deer, and I thankfully did not hit the deer. I'm turning on Pepper Road, and there is what looks like a fire truck or a utility truck of some kind in front of me. In about 5 miles, I will approach the 101 South. That will lead me to the 37 so that I could be with my mother during this time. I know that I will miss him so much. And I know that I was loved. I know that he gave me very good sound advice in our last conversation. He was in the hospital bed. And the way that he was talking to me, his subtext communicated that I do not have much longer with you, my darling. And it was one of those things that was kind of like going without saying, right? So I know that I was in Sea Ranch when multiple people were trying to call me. And in a way, I thank God that I was where I was when everything was happening. I'm not sure how I would have reacted being elsewhere. But God has really blessed me on this car ride home, because it was very dark when I left. The roads are very windy, and it's dangerous. My tire pressure light is also on, and that's been on for a few days. So I just said a prayer. I said, Lord, protect me. Let me make it to my mama safely. And please be my tires. And watching the sunrise there there's just something so symbolic about this entire drive home for me. I am driving home through such beauty of this earth, and I am not sad. I'm not sad. I knew I was loved. I didn't want him to suffer. And he was a great dad. He literally did everything for me. And I'm a very blessed daughter. I don't have any regrets per se, because there's nothing I can do, right? Of course, people say I could have hugged more, called more, but I truly, honestly, in my heart, know that I communicated that I loved my dad, and he communicated that with me, and I am like more than okay with that. My mom sounds great. Because she too shared the same "I don't want your father to suffer" feeling. And because my daddy was not built for suffering. And I feel like I will have more laughs than tears. But I'm going to continue the rest of my life honoring him, creating things about him. And yeah, I just wanted to document how beautiful this drive is, and how in some ways it's helping me get through what I'm about to walk into, which is a house without my father in it. And that will be an adjustment. So, yeah, I have lost a parent, and I'm still in the middle of processing of what that's going to mean, and I probably won't process it until after his services. So, this is just a beautiful drive on what one would think is one of the saddest days of their lives, losing a parent. However, I am filled with so much gratitude and so much joy in knowing that my father lived a great life, and he was a wonderful father to me, and he loved God. What more could you ask for?